Let's be honest. Money is one of those things we all think about every single day, but most of us were never really taught how to manage it. Schools don't explain it. Parents might not have talked about it. And so, many of us grow up with this uneasy relationship with money. You make some, you spend some, and sometimes you wonder where it all went. If you've ever checked your bank balance and thought, wait, how is it already this low? You're not alone. The truth is, most people don't fail financially because they don't earn enough, but because they don't know where their money is going. That's where budgeting comes in. But here's the catch. When people hear the word budget, they often picture something boring, restrictive, or complicated, like spreadsheets filled with numbers or a lifestyle where you can never buy coffee again. That's not what budgeting really is. A budget isn't about cutting out all the fun, it's about giving your money a plan. It's like telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. So in this video, we're going to break down budgeting for beginners in a way that's super simple, practical, and actually doable. Budgeting doesn't need to be scary or overwhelming. Think of it like learning a new skill. At first it feels clunky, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes second nature. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. You don't need to turn into a financial expert overnight. Instead, you just need to learn the basics. How to know how much you're earning, how to see where your money is going, how to make small, realistic choices that help you keep more of it. By the end of this video, you'll understand the foundation of how to create a simple budget you can actually stick to, even if you've never tried before. And here's the best part. Once you start, you'll notice your stress about money begins to shrink. That's because budgeting gives you control, and with control comes peace of mind. Step 1. Know your numbers. The first step to budgeting is knowing exactly what you're working with. That means figuring out your income and your expenses. Your income is usually straightforward. Your paycheck, maybe a side hustle or freelance work. Write down how much you're actually bringing in each month after taxes, not just the number on your contract. Then comes expenses. This is where most people underestimate. You might remember the big stuff like rent, bills, and groceries, but forget the little things like snacks, subscriptions, or that random app purchase. Here's a tip. Look at your last 1 or 2 bank statements. Go through line by line and write down what you actually spent. This exercise is usually a wake-up call. You'll see where the leaks are, the little things that add up. Knowing your numbers is like stepping on a scale before starting a fitness journey. It's not always fun, but it's the only way to track progress. Step 2. Categorize your spending. Once you know your numbers, the next step is to group your expenses into categories. A simple breakdown looks like this: needs, rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance. Wants, eating out, entertainment, hobbies, shopping, savings, debt, emergency fund, retirement, paying down credit cards or loans. This helps you see the balance of where your money is actually going. Sometimes people realize they're spending almost as much on wants as they are on rent without even noticing. A popular method here is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income goes to needs, 30% goes to wants, 20% goes to savings or debt repayment. It's not a strict law, just a guideline. If your rent eats up more than 50%, that's okay. Adjust the other categories. The point is to create awareness. Step 3. Give every dollar a job. Here's where budgeting gets powerful. Instead of just tracking what you spend, you assign your money before you spend it. This is sometimes called a zero-based budget. Let's say you make $2,000 a month. You don't just say, I'll spend less this month. You literally plan out $800 for rent, $300 for groceries, $150 for utilities, $100 for transportation, $200 for debt payments, $250 for savings, $200 for fun stuff. Notice how every single dollar is assigned somewhere. That way, you're not left wondering where it disappeared. Think of it like telling your money what to do instead of letting it run wild. Step 4. Track as you go. This is the step where most people slip up. Creating a budget is the easy part. Sticking to it is the challenge. That's why tracking is so important. You don't need fancy software or a complicated spreadsheet. Even a simple notes app on your phone can work. The idea is to check in with your spending regularly. Weekly is best. Ask yourself, am I staying on track? Did I overspend in one category? If so, adjust somewhere else. Budgeting isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. If you overspend on takeout, maybe you cut back a little on entertainment that month. Step 5. Build an emergency fund. Now that you've got the basics, let's talk about one of the smartest things you can do for your money: an emergency fund. This is money set aside for unexpected expenses, like a car repair, medical bill, or losing your job. Without it, people often fall back on credit cards, which creates debt. With it, you have a safety net. Start small. Aim for $500 to $1,000 first. Over time, try to build up 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses. It sounds like a lot, but you don't need to do it overnight. Just keep adding a little each month. An emergency fund is like financial peace insurance. It helps you sleep better at night. Step 6. Be realistic and flexible. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is creating a perfect budget that doesn't match real life. If you love coffee or going out with friends, don't cut it out completely. Just budget for it. If you make your budget too strict, you'll burn out and quit. It's like starting a diet that doesn't let you eat anything you enjoy. It's not sustainable. Instead, build flexibility. Leave a little room for fun. That way, you won't feel deprived, and you'll actually stick with it. Also, remember, your budget will change as your life changes. Got a raise? Adjust. Move to a new city? Adjust. Budgeting isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing habit. So here's the bottom line. Budgeting isn't about restriction. It's about freedom. When you tell your money where to go, you gain control. And with control comes peace of mind. Start small. Write down your income, track your expenses, and give every dollar a job. Don't worry about making it perfect. Just start. Over time, you'll notice your financial stress shrinking, your savings growing, and your confidence building. Remember, money is a tool. If you don't manage it, it will manage you. But once you take charge, you'll realize budgeting isn't about cutting out all the fun. It's about building the life you actually want. So, if you've been putting off budgeting because it feels overwhelming or complicated, let this be the moment you take the first step, because your future self will thank you for it.